It's an absolutely fantastic morning. In fact, a perfect time to go look at some morning maples. Well, good morning, guys. Right now we're walking by my little patch of onions here that's in ground, which is planted nearby this ginkgo tree. I can't wait till this puts on its fall display. That's what I'm growing them for, the bright yellow in fall. Binisukasa. The heuchera really are blooming. Let's get a close-up here. Isn't that something? I need to cut back the tulips as well as daffodils. Anyhow, so while it's around, coming up on a kotonoito, which decent sized. In fact, I see a peony in there. It looks pretty. I was thinking of adding more of these geums down at the base, because I kind of wanted to scatter them in that blank area there. And I have some that can be put in ground. I think I'll just do it maybe tonight. Who knows? Definitely early morning, guys. Just look at the lupins. So pretty. I like the kind of dark red to them. There's some different versions, like an all white and a pink version here in the garden. It's about time I start pruning on my pines, as the pines are beginning to become a bit elongated when it comes to their candles. And this one just so happens to be placed nearby one of my roses. I believe this is the hot paprika. It's a proven winner rose. Oh boy, some of the hostas have really gotten large. They're practically on the sidewalk. One of my all-time favorite trees. This one's a wower. This is the flamethrower redbud tree. And you can see it stands out above all others right now, as it really brings the show. Just look at the leaves on this. It goes from a orange to a yellow, then to a red. Or actually, I think it's red to orange to yellow, because some of the new leaves on it start out red, then they go orange, then yellow, then eventually to green. And you can see this area here is like a mix of evergreens as well as shade perennials. I tried to really put in some dwarf varieties. I might end up having to take out the big green guy back there. Grows just a little quicker than the rest. By the way, some of these hemlocks here have gotten stepped on by my dogs, and they tend to break these guys, but I think I finally got it to where my dogs stay out of this area. But one particular plant they continue to step on, and I did have to put it in a cage. I'm not sure if this bird feeder is a little too low to the ground. I could hang it on a higher branch. It's just I kind of like seeing it from the window here. I haven't seen any squirrels get into it, but I mean, it is what it is, I guess. The colors of those heuchera are just stunning. I love it. I think those are the iced tea heuchera. Let's see. Foamy bells. Oh, I was close. Sweet tea. One thing I really love in this area is all of the lilies that come up. There's so many. And I can't wait for them to flower. In fact, you can see some over here next to this lovely Francais hosta. Another one of my favorite plants. I love it because of the dark, rich color underneath the leaves, but it has like this muted red up top. This is a saxifrage. I can't remember the specific name, but it's so pretty. You can see I love doing big displays here and there, and then you can see a patch of lambs here. I originally put like 3 in ground, one here, one back there, and one over there, and they kind of did their thing, which I love it. This Bosnian pine is super interesting. We have other pines, but all like unique varieties. I think this one, yeah, it is a Bosnian pine, but I think it's called Blue Bill, maybe? Or forget I said that, I can't remember. Then we have the alpines that are starting to produce new growth, which is like this light green color. You'll see it throughout the trees. Early mornings, it makes them give off this lovely blue color. Okay, I found something interesting. I love this. This is a wire vine. I put this here like last year. The hope was that it's gonna spread. I might get some more because it spreads really slowly. But it's supposed to be a ground cover. And you can see just how cool this ground cover is. It's really circularly and shiny when it rains. I want to propagate it, maybe. There's a bit of it right here as well. So one of the new Japanese maple trees that I put in ground, I ended up having to do something. I put this stretch tape on it, which I ended up tying to one of the wired cages just to really open up this area here and make it kind of vase-like, because this branch was coming too far into here and they would have ended up crossing over time. But since it's tied here, I'll leave it here for maybe a year and a half, and it should be able to stay there after it hardens off. And it's kind of what I did with some of the other Japanese maple trees to open them up more. Look at that coloration. Like the blue from this hemlock to the red to the base of that Japanese maple tree. So some of you guys might know that my garden is a garden for plants such as food plants as well as ornamentals, and these are chives. So these are edible. You can use these. They've been growing here for multiple years. They'll go to seed and they'll kind of just propagate in the area. So you can see they get like this bulbous bud before they ended up popping open to these lovely, lovely lavender colors. Well, good morning, chameleon maple. The chameleon of maples, Gabble's glory. Lovely to see the sun shine through the leaves. I don't know if you can hear the pond nearby, but it's going. I'm also preparing to do some work in this area here. There's a lot of blank space that needs working on. So far we have the Aoshimi no Uchi Japanese maple tree, and then these lovely, lovely autumn joy sedums, which are just about placed around the tree. And then nearby is a complementary larch, which will go bright yellow in the fall time to match with that orange color on the Aoshimi no Uchi. It's gonna be so cool. Almost forgot, nearby we placed some hellebores. I think these are the Ice and Rose. And they're pretty. We got 3 of them placed here. It is just a tad bit of a mess down here because I was adding some compost, some conditioner to certain plants. We did add some potting mix into the potato bags because the potatoes were outgrowing their bag. So the plan was, as it grows, add soil into it. We started down here and we made our way up as the plant grew. And we're hoping to get more potatoes inside each one of the bags. So one of them's Red Norland, we got a French Fingerlin, we got a Russet Burbanks potatoes, then we got the Yukon Goat as well. And behind the potatoes, there's one hydrangea back there and some ferns, a few snapdragons in between them. And then there's this Japanese maple tree. Look at that. And everything down beneath it just glows as the sun shines through. I do have a few primroses I needed to get in ground. These were started over winter time by seed. I think these are the, I couldn't remember, but Gold Princess? Or is it Princess or Primrose? Oh, Victoria Gold primroses. They didn't do so well though. We only got a few to come up, to be honest. So we'll get these in ground eventually, and hopefully they come back for me. We do have primroses already growing in certain areas that are starting to fade back and take a back seat for the rest of the season. Now, I don't think you guys will be able to see them, but there's a ton of tadpoles as well as, I want to say, salamanders that reside in here, at least the babies. So I can't wait for them to grow up. This is in my smaller pond. I'm still doing some work on it. I've been adding compost underneath some rocks. We're adding logs and things because this will make good places for the amphibians to really reside. Oh, I think we saw Mr. Fat Cat early in the video, but this is another cat. I need to get it planted up with the plant. It's a potted cat, and I got it hiding with this fern here, or just peeking out. This is another statuary. This one is my turtle, and he is kind of hidden nearby the Brunera. This is another pot. Does need a plant in it though. Oh, look at that, Villa Toronto. This Japanese maple tree. Oh, it contrasts well with the hemlock back there. I really use the hemlocks to really complement the Japanese maple trees here and there. We've got a row of ornamental onions, and then hidden within the ornamental onions is this little guy. But you would never really know, would you? Then we have these red-stemmed rhubarb. It's so pretty. I don't even know what the variety is. I just got one from Lowe's one year, put it in ground. I think it was maybe 3 years ago. And this thing does grow ginormous, kind of like a dinosaur plant. And here's my pond, which has a ton of goldfish because they just breed like crazy. But there is like 4 koi fish, and we do need to remove some of the actual goldfish. I did promise my neighbor I would give her some as soon as she gets her pond together. But every now and then you'll see the actual koi fish come up for feeding, and it's so cool when they do because they jump out of the water or jump slightly up just to get the food faster than the goldfish. But alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this little morning walk. It wasn't the full garden, but it was just pretty fun to show you guys some of the things that I love seeing early mornings. Till next time, see you later. Peace.